Good day, everyone around the world. So, yeah, today we have some kind of job. The job looks easy, but it's not easy. We have this old vintage laptop that came in for repair. It's a Samsung NP270E5E. That's the model of this Samsung that came in for repair. Uh, Everyone knows this laptop. This is a very old laptop, but those are the kind of jobs that I'm getting here. Because on repairs is about country. Some they are fixing modern devices, but here we are fixing like 10, 15 years devices. Because I can't cook repairs, I only fix what I get on my table, right? So this laptop was booked in as a not charging. Huh? Not charging. According to the owner explanation, he said he used the laptop um, and the power in the battery got empty. You can't charge the laptop. So we have some kind of charging issues with this kind of laptops. This is a common laptop. If you have been fixing Samsung laptops, Samsung NP270, RV510, RV519, you know those old model, they have some kind of charging port job. So that's what we have here. If we look here, this is the charging port. The way how this charging port was designed is something which is of poor quality. If I'm to explain this kind of charging port, we have the charging port here. This is the charging port. We have the ground. This is the ground pin, the pin which is going to ground. And here we have a plastic thing. That's how they make the Samsung charging ports during these days. We have this plastic thing, and this plastic thing is surrounded. Inside is surrounded by a metallic plastic which is connecting this middle pin with the plus. That's the plus. So when this plastic got broken, obviously the wires they become loose. When you plug in the charger, the middle pin is not contacting with the wires because the plastic is breaking up so easily. So this kind of port is a challenge. But I fixed many concerning that kind of fault, the charging port, and the way how I did it. That's the same way how I'm going to do it, because I found a permanent solution of how we can modify this. So here we have a board. We have this board for Samsung, and that is the charging port. You can see that metal, that plastic thing, and inside that plastic thing there's a hole. That hole, that's where the plus wire is coming from, and it's going here to the charging port, and you can see the big power rail. First MOSFET, second MOSFET, the current sensor. That's the input section of this motherboard. So what I'm doing, I'm not going to put this port here because this is the exact port which we are supposed to put here. But we are not going to do that because I've been doing this, and this port will work like 5-6 months, maybe less than a year. The customer will come back complaining again, your port has been broken. So what I'm used to do, I'm taking the charging port for the ESA. This is the charging port for the ESA. We put it here. We improvise with a different charging port. That means on the customer's charger, I have to cut the head and put the head which is equivalent to this. So that's what we are going to do here. That's what we are going to do. So the laptop obviously is not turning on because the battery is at empty. So let me open the laptop and we'll try to fix this. So we are inside our laptop, and what did I told you about this charging port? What did I told you? I think I explained about this charging port. If we check here, you see, this is the original connector, and here we have some two wires. It seems as if someone already, this is not the original charging port, was also replaced, but the mistake that technician did, I'll tell you. Whenever I received a charging issue problem on any Samsung laptop, what I'm doing is very simple. I'm turning the charging port to an ESA one because this is, in terms of durability, this is stronger as compared to this. So what we have to do is to take out this. I don't need this anymore. If we were to compare these charging ports, if you are to compare this, you see that ESA here, they did a very good job. In terms of durability, ESA is quite much better in terms of charging port as compared to this Samsung, because here we have only wires. There are only wires left there. I think you can see this even under microscope. You can see those wires. Those wires, even if you change with another charging port, you are going to have same issues. So I would prefer to use this, because here on the ESA, the middle, we have a solid wire. Here, the wires, they are not strong. We have tiny wires, two wires, which are coated with the plastic, which is not there, because that plastic is meant to break all the time. All the time. So the repair is very simple. The repair is very simple. What you have to do is very simple. Let's just measure here. Let's cut this one here. We have four wires here, two for the plus and two for the minus. How we are going to do it? These two black wires together and these two red wires together. Very simple. And after that, let's resolder. Let's desolder this. Very simple. So now we have two wires on the plus and two wires on the minus, which I'm going to confirm with the multimeter. Okay, fine. So let's do it. Um, so what I'm doing here, I'm just soldering those wires because I thought maybe this is the first time, but it seems like someone did something here. Microscope. Let's do a proper job that will never come back. A proper job that will never come back. Good. And you need to connect to the ground. That's all what you have to do. You don't need to complicate this repair. That's all what you have to do here. And in this case, the customer has to be very, very happy. He has to be very, very happy because this problem is gone forever. The problem is gone forever. A symbol is like this. And now we can come with the glue gun. Here we need a strong connection. And here we need to make sure that this port is in place and the port won't move. That's all what we have to do to make sure that the port will stay on one place. So if you are to look forward for this kind of repair, remember to do it the way I'm doing. Remember to do it the way I'm doing. That will save you from unnecessary noise. You know, there are customers who always want to complain. I fixed this laptop. You fixed this laptop like 6 months now, it's back again. I'm not paying. You know the story. The war with customers. This hinge has some issues, but I am sure I will deal with the issue. What glue? What air station? Now I want to come with the top plastic, so I have to put another glue. And all what you have to do is to close the laptop like this. Let's wait for the glue to dry up and then we'll do the final test. Let's now test the laptop. The charging port is now in place and looks solid. Plugged in. Still is not taking any standby current. Pressing. No, it's not even coming on. Huh? We still have a dead laptop. But we booked this as charging port because the charging port was showing an obvious fault. It was broken. But now, I think we have a secondary issue. Let's check here. The plus is coming here. And we do have 19 volts on the board, on this far end. It means my charging port is good. What about on any power supplies? 0, 0.98. So we have a secondary fault here. We have a secondary fault, but I can't see those input MOSFETs. Maybe the first MOSFET is not passing the 19 volts. I once have a similar case where the first MOSFET was not passing 19 volts. Obvious, we can't have a working laptop. So I think it's better to follow the 19 volts path line. On the other side, where am I now? So let's see why this motherboard is not turning on. This is the first MOSFET. The first MOSFET, second MOSFET current sensor. I think my problem, I'll go straight to this second MOSFET and it's beeping up. So that is the problem. I want to go straight to the problem because this, I didn't expect this job to be too long. MOSFET is out. Replacement. This is an N-channel MOSFET. It's good to use flux. This is an N-channel 7200, which I'm replacing with the 7410. Because both the N-channel MOSFETs. So now we can test. And trust me, I'm 100% sure finally we've done the repair. I'm 100% sure finally we've done the repair. Okay. So if you don't have electronic knowledge, things can go wrong, because there come a point where you got stuck. You don't even know what to check. You keep on changing charging ports, and at the end the laptop is not working. But because we have the little that we know, I think that is a good thing. To me it's good just to know something. Because whatever the case here, I know I'm going to fix this motherboard. Speaker. We need to connect the keyboard. And I have to do it with my tweezer to connect this keyboard in place. Keyboard is in place. Wi-Fi antenna. Main and the aux. We have two wires here, the one for the main and the one for the aux. On the antenna side. And here our same charging port. Customer's battery here. Charging port. It's taking 11 milliamps. which is a good sign to me, because here we have it's now taking 1.6. It means that it's now charging. And if I'm to press the power on, I must be in a position to turn on this motherboard on. You see the Samsung. All boot options are tried. Press F4, what. The laptop is working fine. So charging port plus the second MOSFET was shorted from drain to source. So let me put all together and then we do the final test. I've put all together. So now let's do the final test. That's our same laptop, Samsung. NP270E5E. The battery is now plugged. So on this repair, we have learned few things. First thing, it's good to have knowledge about electronics. Plugged in, taking pre-charge current 10 milliamps, 6 milliamps to 1.6. And here we have the charging light. Let's press the power on. Pressing. We have pressing the power on. I can't turn on the laptop. How is that possible? And the laptop is not even turning on. Let's take out the battery. This laptop. No, it's not. Yeah. 10 minutes later, let's test again the laptop. Battery plugged, power supply. So what I discovered when I opened the laptop, I discovered that I did not connect the connector which is going to the switch. It's charging, taking 1.6 on, and the laptop is coming on. You can see Samsung, and it's loading Windows. So the laptop is fine. You can see nice screensaver, mega mic, touchpad, mousepad is working. Here, yeah, the keyboard, some keys they are not responding on the keyboard. So our laptop is working fine, and is taking 2 amps. It means our MOSFET that we put is also charging, is also passing the 19 volts, and the BQ chip is working fine. Our laptop is charging. So a lot of people, they were asking me, where are you getting the space? This is an HP motherboard, and I took this MOSFET from here, from the input section of this motherboard, which looks like an HP for HPG1. So all what you need to do, all what you have to do is to have like a donor boards for space. I don't think you need to order MOSFETs, especially if you're in a country like Zimbabwe where people they don't want to pay. There's no need to stress yourself ordering MOSFETs transistors, resistors, diodes. Just grab like boards for space, and you can work with those kind of parts. On the charger side, I just cut the customer's charger and put this head for ESA. So we now have an ESA charging port on a Samsung laptop. Good modification, and it's charging. If I took out the charger, the one LED is going off, and if I put the charger back, it's coming on, which is a good thing. So basically, this is how you fix a laptop charging issues, and also how you deal with the motherboard. Our laptop is still on. So yeah, I have to stop here because it's now half an hour trying to fix this laptop. I didn't know a charging port job can be complicated. From the charging port is now fixing the motherboard. But yeah, it's good to learn. And it's not the first time. I knew it that if the charging port is misbehaving on a Samsung, especially this model, probably the second MOSFET is gone. So you have to change the charging port. You have to check the inputs MOSFETs. You know the gatekeepers. So like, subscribe. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell for future updates. And if you have anything that you wish to know or you want to know, don't hesitate to leave a comment, and I'll try to answer you on the next video. Bye bye.